Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking and displaying something that I created that will help you run Roblox API commands through Roblox Studio, which you cannot normally do. This will most likely be a multi-part series, so make sure to check the description and comments to see if I've released a new video. So first, of course, start with loading up your studio, and let's add a script in the server script service. And we can call this something like group commands. And we're also going to want to put something inside of that, which will be used later, called commands. And so, yeah, that'll just be used for storing all the commands later on. Now we can head over here, and we just want to find HTTP service. Service, and we also wanted to find player service. So game get service players. Next, we want to have our settings. So our settings can look something like this. The prefix, which would be the command prefix. So I'll just have it as the slash. Your URL, which will be used later. You can just leave that blank for now. The default group ID. And I'm just using a sample group here that I am an owner of. And so we'll use this. There are some commands that will default to this. So that will default if you don't provide a group ID. So I would definitely recommend to put that in. If you don't have one, just make it 0. Next, we're going to do max payout. And this is the max amount of Robux that you would like to be paid out through commands. If you don't trust someone, if you think that someone might go, might give himself 1,000,000 Robux from your group, and you don't want that, then I recommend setting a max payout so that they can't pay out too much at once. Next, you can do set to max payout. You can have something else, but if over equals true. So this is the setting for my max payout is 100. Let's say they put 200, which of course is more than 100. Do you want it to, if you set this to true, then it will set the amount that they want to pay to 100 because they're over the max. But if you set it to false, it simply won't do anything because they put too much. And we can do this later, or do this now, but command settings, and we will save that table for later. Next, we want to get our command functions module. So local command functions equals require script.commands. And we're going to start with getting the player chat event. So players.player added connect function player. So we want to make sure that when they say a message, we want to see if that is a command. So player.chatted connect function, and this will give us the message that they sent. Now we want to split this message into multiple. We want to divide the spaces. So if they say /pay mistrust 100, that it will split this into 3 parts: the command, the username, and the amount. So let's get the arguments of what they said. So arguments equals string.split message, comma, and then a string with a space in the middle. And now we can actually do this now. So our first command will be pay. So you can just have any name here. So I'm just going to have it as pay equals a table. Make sure to add this comma here because we will be adding more. And now you're going to have your permissions. So you can have something like group ranks. And we'll have our group ranks be my group. And this is not like a minimum rank or whatever. This is all the ranks that are listed here is who would be able to use it. So like the owner of the group and the rank under that. If the rank is not in here, then they will not be able to execute the command. If you don't know how to get the group ID or how to get the rank IDs, just look it up. And then next, we're also going to have, after group ranks, commands. And I know I'm using the word command a lot here, but this makes it more simple. And this is what they'll be able to do, like /pay or /payout, which is the two that I have paid. You can set it to anything, so like or it'll be like, test, which will actually pay them whatever amount. So then when they send their command, we want to see if they sent a command. So we're gonna go for name, command in pairs settings.command settings. Do if settings.prefix no capital dot message or rq messed up here. Delete that, and you can just have for message, or we'll do msg in pairs command.commands. Do. So this is going to search each of these, and we're going to check if what they said is if settings.prefix dot message equals arguments 1. So we're going to check if, gotta add this, and it's actually arguments. So we got to make sure that what they sent, so prefix, so like the slash, and then whatever that's adding on to the message. So let's say they said slash, or let's say the command is pay, so it'll be /pay. And we're going to check if that's the first thing they said, which if they said a command, that'll work. And next, we want to check if the command functions, which we will set up later, has this command. So of command functions name, then you can remove the first one, the first argument, and we'll just have a result, which you can add if you want to. And this is actually going to be a new function that we will add. So we'll just have local function handle command sender, command, args, which is just short for arguments. And we'll have result equals handle command, and we can have player, which is the sender, command functions name, which is the command, and arguments. So we can head over here, and now we're going to make sure that they have the permissions to do the command. So look is allowed equals false, which it'll just default to false. And we're going to go through each group ID, and we're going to get the ranks in pairs. Actually, we're going to add another thing here, command settings. And so this will actually just be command, because the command settings are here. So in pairs command settings dot group ranks do, and then for each rank in the ranks, always does that, do if sender get rank in group, can't spell today, group ID equals rank, then is allowed equals true. So then they're allowed if they are the rank. Next, we're going to make sure that they are allowed. So if is allowed equals true, then return. So this will give the result. We'll return command command.c function and args. So this is just going to execute the function. And here, if it is not true, then we can just return false. So let's see, what's my time at? 10 minutes. We'll go through the rest of the commands. So the current commands that I have are pay, set rank. So set the splitter, I have set rank and SR. Then I have promote, which is, I just have it as promote. So you can have infinite amount of these. I just have one for that. You can Control C, Control V to add these. Demote. So I'll just have demote. And exile, which will kick people from the group. I have exile, group kick. Yeah, that's just what I have. So if you want, you can just add a comment to each one. Pay with group funds. Set player rank in group. Promote player in group. Demote player in group. And finally, kick player from group. So, I think that is where I will end it for this. Next episode, we will be going over the commands module, and we will be setting that up, and after that, we will be setting up our proxy. So, stay tuned for my next episodes. Make sure to look in the description because it may already be out. Thanks for watching.